Right, let's try this one. I think that's recording, yeah. It looks a bit dark to me, this particular video. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I can't really do anything about that. I don't have any lights as I can put around in the background. And I'm more or less central to that, so we'll let it run at that for the moment. Yeah, why not? Okay, one or two of you were asking, or not so much asking, but you were telling me you liked the buzz stories as I sometimes tell over the radio. So this is one for the buzz enthusiasts and the strange things which happen from time to time while on the buzzes. So you might find this one quite amusing. I did. It wasn't at the time, but it was a few hours after this happened to me. So okay, I'll just sort of fill you in a little about how it works on the buzzes. So okay, you get a start with them and then you go into their driver training school. And depending on how fast you can pick up driving the buzzes, in my case it was probably 3 weeks from start to finish. So I passed my test and then you get released to depot. And then you're in for extensive training. You've got to learn all the routes. And when you've done that, they will put you with a guy, an experienced guy. He'll stay with you for about 2 weeks. Again, depending on how fast you can pick it up, you've got to learn how to use the machine, and that is always the killer for anybody. It's the machine. You've got to know how it operates, what to do if you've made a mistake, and what I mean by that is issue a ticket and it's the wrong one. You need to cancel it, make a note of it. You've got to give all them in with your takings at the end of your shift. So it can be complicated, but this is not about that. This is something that's happened to me while I was very, very new into bus driving. So okay, I've passed my test, learnt the routes, had a buddy with me, as that's what they call them. Learnt the machine, knew exactly what I was doing. It was time to go out into the big wide world by myself. Now then, I was quite new at it. I'd probably been by myself for the second week. And I was on the early shift. So I was down at the depot or depot. I was down there one morning at 4:30. And I was out travelling to where I was going to start. And I think I started the run at about 5:10 in the morning. So okay, I start this run and off I go. And it was on a Monday morning actually. They gets 3 blokes on. And they all bought what they call a weekly ticket. And they all said where they were going. Not as that's important. It's only where they get on. So you don't expect many people around that early in the morning. But they were going to work. So, okay, I've sorted them out. I carry on. I'm going along and all of a sudden, ping, the bell goes off. And I get to the next bus stop, pull up, open the doors. Nobody gets off. None of you getting off? No answer from them. They're all engrossed in their telephones. I think one had a newspaper. Okay, thought, yeah, they're not going to mess me about. So off I go again. Hadn't gone so far. Bing! The bell goes off. So again, I go through the routine, stops, opens the doors. Nobody got off. Right, they think they're going to mess me about. They're having a laugh. These guys are having a laugh amongst themselves. They're not going to mess me about. So I said, none of you won't get off. What do you keep pressing the bell for? No answer from any of them. I carry on. I haven't gone so far. Ping! I thought, right, if none of them get off this time, I'm going to tell them. Right, so I pulls up and opens the doors. Nobody got off. So I opened the door, the cab door, and I spoke down the saloon. I said, hey, don't keep pressing the bell. It's too early in the morning to be messed about by anybody. And I want to put up with it. So I'm telling you now, the next time that bell goes off, I must edit that in, that little slip up there. The next time the bell goes off, you will all be getting off. And they all looked at one another bewildered. So okay, I carry on. I haven't gone so far. Bing! Right, I pulls up at this bus stop, opens the door, and all of them got off. In the middle of nowhere. I didn't have to say a word to them. They just all got off. And I thought to myself, and then of course I closed the doors and carried on. But I thought to myself, yeah, won't blooming mess me about at this time in the morning. Who the hell do they think they are? Cheeky young upstarts. Anyway, that was that. So I continue my morning's work, and then I go into our depot canteen. That's around about 8:30 in the morning for my lunch break. And while I'm having my break, another bus driver came to me, and he was named Lenny. He come to me and he said, hey up, I see you've had such and such a bus number out this morning. Have they fixed the bell? I said, what do you mean? He said, I had it out yesterday. He said, every time you go over a bump, the bell goes off. And of course the penny dropped with me then. It wasn't these guys pressing the bell. There was a fault on them somewhere. So I said, well, it's only done it on me, so I don't know. Perhaps they fixed it, and that was that. That was the end of it. Nothing else was said. But of course I howled a laughing to myself a couple of hours later. Hey, it one of these guys messing about. It was the blooming buzz at fault. But there you are. Strange things what actually happen on the buses from time to time. And that's only one of many, many stories stored up in my brain. Yeah, lots and lots of things. But anyway, I'm just looking at this little screen here. It's coming up to 8.5 minutes. So that's plenty long enough for a little video for YouTube. So I'll see if I can't upload this one. And I hope I hope it's put a smile on your face. So okay, thanks for listening. You'll have to listen out for the next one. All the best now. Cheery bye. Cheery bye.